Hey everyone, it's Nikki aka NickFish03 outside today in the beginning of March. It's about the Wonderground said it was 22 degrees, but I'm feeling it's more like 28, 29. So yeah, I'm just out to do a little bit of trail maintenance and get some exercise at the same time. So we just got finished with a little bit of a snowstorm. Can't really see too well, but got a couple inches. Local reports about 8 inches. I think we probably got about 6 or 7. But the rest of the week's gonna be pretty warm, so it's not really a big deal. Most of it will probably melt within the week, and yeah, it's a pretty nice day out, not windy. It's supposed to be some wind chill in the next couple days, but not today. Just walking along this cross-country ski trail, but I'll go off-road in just a second. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper. So, why am I doing this? One, the trail needs to be maintained, which it hasn't, and nobody is bothering to do. So, I'm just going to do it myself, because I want to. And what am I going to maintain? Some pretty big logs, middle of the path. Joggers and hikers occasionally go through this area, so that could potentially cause a sprained ankle. It's also a game trail currently being used, so even if I weren't to maintain it, it would still be a trail, versus just, sorry, looking at the tracks over there. It would be a trail regardless of whether or not I work on it, because mostly deer and small mammals are using it, so it's not going to become natural land again. But 2 springs ago, maybe it was last spring, I went down and it was just, the trail was completely overgrown. Nobody was bothering to maintain it. So yeah, I'm going to be using my new Fiskars 15X 23-inch chopping axe, which I used the other day, and so far I'm really liking. A couple days before that, I went out with my cold steel kukri machete, and some of you experienced people may know that because of the lightweight purposes of a machete, even though it's a kukri, it doesn't make it really great for chopping through logs, but it's really easy to start cutting back some of the brambles and thorny bushes, which I couldn't really do with an axe. I've also got on my person, hold on, let me get by. Yeah, so we got some cross-country skiers spending in here through within 24 hours. So also on my person, for testing purposes, I haven't used them yet, but got my new more clipper and Got my short Kabar utility knife, which I just got a new sheath for. Plastic sheath. Really like the sheath. I've used a leather one before, and I haven't oiled it inside or out, so the blade was getting some rust on it. Just want to show you what I've done so far. Right here, you see this cut. You can't see this part because it's buried. See if I can get the end out. Yeah, you can see it there. I did this side with a machete. I don't know how long it took me, but it was definitely some effort, and after the day was done, I had quite a bit of finger fatigue and soreness from gripping onto that handle. So this was completely across and wasn't very easy to navigate. So I cut that off, came back with my Fiskars axe, cut it off here, and move this off to the side to make a trail barrier. Keep going a little bit. So I said I got my Mora, I got my Kabar, I got my Fiskars, got my cold steel, and I also have a Sawvivor, which I got a couple of years ago as a gift for guiding a group of people. I've never broken it in. Never used it once. I'm not a big saw fan. Great piece of kit, but just never gotten around to using it. Here we're going on to yesterday's work. About a knee-high log spanned this part of the trail, and I actually only had to cut this side, which you can see half of the diameter was rotted out, so I didn't have to do too much extra effort, and then this side was rotted through. So I chopped through here, and now this is pretty heavy. It's hard to see here. This was pretty heavy, and there's no way I was going to move it. So I used a long branch that I'd cut just a little while earlier, cut it in half to about 2 meters for two pieces that are 2 meters each, and was able to use them as levers to move this 90 degrees to make another trail marker. So yeah, that was fun. So I'm glad somebody's already using the trail, because these two cross-country skiers, they wouldn't be able to get past these two barriers without my having done that. And I think there's 1 or 2 more big logs, but mainly it's small stuff, and then there's kind of a little bush patch that needs to be thinned out. So I've actually got 2 plastic bags. These are for photo paper, so they're pretty thick. They're supposed to be, obviously, for the photo paper there. Light through. So use that for knee pads. So I just completed my task. Cut both sides, one here and two there because the log splits right there. Mainly I use the Fiskars X15, but I also ended up using my Sawvivor, so finally got that pulled out. I like it. On that log right there, I only use the axe. The one down here you can't really see. I started with the Sawvivor, went down as far as I could, chopped through, and that was a lot easier because of that cut in the middle, so the chips came off really easy. And cut a little more with the axe, and then I finished it with the saw. Finishing it with the saw seemed to be the most efficient way, because with it lying on the ground like this, trying to get all the way through with the axe wasn't working very well. So on this one I started standing, using the axe on this side, just to cave it in a little bit. Then I kneeled down and worked about 2/3 through, maybe a little more with the axe, once or twice standing back up and thinning out the sides, and then I finished it with the saw. So now I gotta move it, which will be the slightly interesting part. There we go. I may just finish this off right here. Not sure if it's attached or not. Looks like somebody had sawn through it before. And then change my gloves, put on my coat, head back inside. Overall, a good day. Thanks for watching.